Welcome to your Game of the Week. Today, we have the DEPSA Pioneers versus the Southfield High Bluejays. Today's keys to the game. For Southfield, it's a strong serve to control passes and to dominate at the net. For DEPSA, they need to focus on their communication, cut down on service errors, and consistency with serve receive. Today's key players for the DEPSA Pioneers, we have number 7, Deja Taylor. Also playing for the Pioneers, we have number 2, Savannah Allen. And your final key player for today for the Pioneers is number 1, Bria Henderson. And now, your Southfield High Bluejays key players, we have number 13, Corinne Johnson. Also playing for the Bluejays, number 3, Jayla Stevens. And your final key player for Southfield, number 16, Kayla Beatty. Stay tuned for the Game of the Week.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
And welcome back. We have the Southfield High Bluejays serving, number 18, Taylor Thomas. Oh, that was a quick point for DEPSA there.
It's not a good start. Let's see how the rest of this turns out. We have number 3 serving, Hayward for Pioneers.
Well, that was a quick point for the Pioneers as well.
Yeah, they went by kind of fast.
Let's see if number 3 Hayward can get something going for them. Looks like that serve went just under the net, and so the Blue Jays pick up a point there.
Oh, okay, that's what happened. I was looking kind of hard. It didn't go over. Okay.
Yep, and now we have number 3 Jayla Stevens, one of our key players, serving.
And a nice serve it was, but they just could not recover from the Pioneers returning that ball.
This looks like a little bit of a rough start for the Blue Jays. I hope they get warmed up and get it together. Now we have number 2, Savannah Allen, a key player for the Pioneers, serving.
Yes, that ball was in. Actually, that was a pretty good arm swing. She just had, the ball was just behind her. She has a nice arm swing, actually. That's, is that number 2? Number 6. Oh, that's Ifa Butler. Okay.
So Blue Jays up to serve again. And the Pioneers pick up a point. That ball didn't make it over the net.
Actually,
that was number 9, Mecca Doggett.
Yeah, that toss wasn't high enough to make it over the net. I knew that wasn't going to go over. Okay,
Looked like she had a little hesitation in her swing.
Nice back row attack by Southfield. Pioneers picked it up, number 2. Free ball over the net by the Pioneers. Nice set by 16 for Southfield.
Ooh, the Pioneers were ready for that.
Yeah. That was a good recovery play by number 6, Ifa Butler. She hit the ball, they blocked it, she retrieved it. There was no coverage.
Was that number 7,
Southfield.
Deja Taylor for the Pioneers who blocked that ball?
Yes.
We have number 1, Bria Henderson. She's also a key player serving for the Pioneers. Let's see if she can get something going for them.
Just a little bit long. You know what I find pretty cool, though? Southfield has no seniors, so they should be pretty strong next year.
Absolutely. Looks like number 18, Taylor Thomas, is back up to serve again for Southfield.
Nice serve. She served in the short zone, and Pioneers couldn't quite pick that up.
I feel like, there's been a pretty good back and forth between both teams, but I do like to see when a team can go on a little bit of a run and catch a few points for themselves.
Right. Poor positioning on that one. Nice set by Southfield. Free balls right now. They're sending free balls over the net, back and forth. As to who wants to bump set, hit, another bump. Can we get an attack from the back?
Kayla, number 16, hit that nice and real high, but it doesn't seem like anybody could clean up and get that back over.
That's just poor communication. That's all that is. You know, when I'm coaching, I tell the kids the ball should never hit the ground between two players. Nice pass by Southfield. Bump set. Outside attack by Ifa. She's not really getting outside so she can really show what she's about. Yeah, coach picked up on that and subbed her out. And let's see if number 16 can come in and do something a little different. That was a nice try on Southfield's part, but not quite good enough. That's a pretty good serve, actually.
Pioneers seem like they're off to a decent start here, even though they can't get a good run going. I feel like they have a little bit more confidence and organization going on right now.
Yeah. Southfield is kind of scrambling a little bit. Oh, nice save. Nice save. Way to stay with it. Pioneers really stayed with that ball that time. Just couldn't quite keep it together.
And that was number 3, Jayla Stevens, who got that over for the Blue Jays without the Pioneers able to recover. This is number 15, Miriam Williams. She's serving for the Blue Jays. That was a nice soft touch by Corinne Johnson, just tapping that right over and catching the Pioneers just a little off guard.
Yeah, that was a pretty good block. I mean, her hands penetrated too much, but she was definitely in front of the ball. If I could just see some consistency on serve receive on both sides. So let's see.
Again, we have Miriam Williams serving. And just couldn't get it quite over the top of the net.
You know, I'm finding that if you can't serve the ball and be consistent, it makes for a very short match. I'm looking for just a little bit more consistency on serving.
Well, number 9, Madison for the Pioneers is starting off for them.
Southfield is not reading the ball properly because it's not a really hard serve, so they should have enough time to get to that ball. Stay on their feet.
Oh, they were ready to respond for that one. Let's see if
they could get the ball out there to Kayla, number 3, or Jayla, excuse me, that would change the pace of the game too. She's a pretty good swing, has a pretty good swing.
And that was number 16, Kayla. She just couldn't quite get that one back over.
There's that inconsistency I'm talking about. That really takes the tempo away from the game when you can't serve the ball in the diameter of the court.
Number 13, Corinne Johnson subbed out for number 2, Taylor Eccles.
Well, actually, that's like the libero, so she necessarily doesn't sub out. They just she rotates in because that's the libero. When they go to that line, that's when they're going to sub.
Pioneers to serve again.
It's a pretty decent set. Not bad, not bad. Attack out of the middle.
I think that was number 9, Mecca Doggett again.
Yeah. That was a touch off the block, too. That's what made it a little bit more difficult, the deflection of that ball to be passed.
Number 16, Kayla Beatty, she couldn't quite get that ball over the net, and the Pioneers pick up another point. I feel like a good portion of this scoring in this game is just from serves that aren't quite making it to the other side.
Right, errors.
And the Pioneers follow up with the same kind of serve.
As a coach, honestly, that's hard to watch. The inconsistency of just serving alone.
I feel like the Pioneers and the Blue Jays are just exchanging serves here.
Right. They're winning all their points off errors, on their own errors. That was inbound.
Number 2, Savannah Allen does get a serve over, and I think they picked up a point.
Yeah. And you never want to see your defensive player duck. Always open up.
Instead of seeing that defensive player duck, what would have been the move?
Open up. So
Okay.
there's a sideway motion.
We'll be back after this quick break, and hopefully these teams' quick timeout will help them. You can follow Cable 15 Sports on Twitter to find out when the next game will be covered, the time the game will air, the scores and highlights at Cable 15 Sports, hashtag Cable 15 Sports. You can also find us on Instagram at Cable15 Sports. Again, that's Cable 15 Sports. And we're back from that timeout. We have number 2, Savannah Allen for the Pioneers serving.
Back row attack. Let's see if we can get, See, things change when you can actually get the ball over the net. That was a pretty decent back row attack from Southfield.
I did feel like that coming out of the timeout, both teams were a little bit more put together. I was a little surprised at the stare down there at the end.
I think Coach kind of chewed him out a little bit.
That was number 9, Mecca Doggett serving for the Blue Jays.
She has a pretty decent touch. If she could just pull that elbow back and reach high at that ball, it's almost as like she's letting the ball drop too low and slapping it. But either way, Pioneers aren't picking it up. It's making it over the net, and that's the most important thing at this point.
I'm not sure, but I think at this point, 3 is the most serves we've seen from one team in a row.
Right. I would have to agree with that one.
Wow, I'm a little surprised that the Blue Jays got that over, and no one from DEPSA was there to follow up with any kind of touch. So I think this is our first true run of the game, and I think it's already come to an end.
At this level, the score goes to
25. Number 1, Bria Henderson serving for the Pioneers.
That was a pretty decent attack by number 5, Jessica, for Blue Jays.
And number 3, Hayward, she just couldn't get good contact on that.
It's body positioning, though. The ball went exactly the direction her body was facing. Mm-hmm. And you got number 18 for Southfield coming in to serve, Taylor Thomas. She's usually a pretty strong server. She played club ball 2 years ago for Skills Finest, so let me see if she's a little bit more consistent. Not bad. Pioneers tried to take the second ball over, and it was just outside.
I will say, in response to the serve, she does have a better serve than we've seen from some coming out so far.
Right. Nice and strong. That was smart of her. Nice. Nice on the way to be on the net. Who was that for Southfield? Number 5, Jessica. Nice pickup, libero. Ball's over.
Oh, I feel like the girls are... Oh. Number 15, Miriam Williams, just couldn't quite get that over the net. And
I mean, that was the right move to make, though. The ball is inside the 10-foot line. You want to attack the ball. But you also want to be able to have an approach, so you can't stand on the net the entire time. Got to make a transition.
I did like the back and forth and a little bit of competition to me. It seems like.
Yeah, a little rally going on.
Number 8, Michaela Barr getting that over for Southfield.
Staying down on the ground. And when you're staying down like that, it's technically a free ball, so you back off and play defense. But they're trying to block. That's why they keep getting that short ball scored on them.
We have Miriam Williams serving for the Blue Jays. You know, the gym's kind of quiet. I'm actually waiting to hear the girls call. You know, I've got it. I've heard it a couple times during the game, but I feel like they could be shouting that out a little bit more to each other.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a lift. Yeah. You know, I kind of blame the coaches when stuff like that happens, because that's when you call a timeout and you get in there. But communication is not really hard to do. It really isn't.
Well, maybe this first game is a warm-up for both teams, and they'll go ahead and get a handle on what's going on.
That was a double by Southfield. I guess the referees are kind of being a little lenient. Coach is standing up signaling that was behind the pole or the antenna, so that ball was out, point for Southfield. Oh, it hit the antenna. Okay. Same difference, though, because if they hit it, go behind it, it's still out.
Okay.
It's a good hustle. But get 2 hands on that ball. When you run that ball down, get 2 hands on that ball.
It looks like the Blue Jays are trying to talk to each other, trying to get their plans back together.
Coach calls a quick timeout for the Pioneers to try and get them regrouped.
All right, so let's see what happens after this. Follow Cable 15 Sports on Twitter to find out when the next game will be covered. That's at Cable15 Sports. The time the game will air, the scores and highlights will be also on Instagram at Cable15 Sports. Hashtag Cable15 Sports. And we're back from that timeout.
And the score is close. Let's see if they can clinch it. They're starting to send the second ball over.
All right.
Southfield just can't quite get that communication part together. A ball that high should never touch the ground.
I feel like the Pioneers were ahead most of the game, and this is the one time that the Blue Jays have been, and I don't want to see them lose it. Oh, nice soft tap over the net.
Nice power tip by Southfield. That's outside number 3, Jalen. That was a nice power tip. Nice and smart, actually. Pioneers just couldn't quite. They got a touch on it, but they couldn't keep that ball in play. Point Southfield.
So number 2, Taylor Eccles serving.
Pretty decent jump serve. Pioneers couldn't return it.
I think that was Savannah Allen for the Pioneers. She just didn't get on that ball. I don't think she wanted the way she wanted to.
Same set. Oh.
Excuse me, that wasn't Savannah Allen.
That was a nice swing by Jayla from Southfield. Good set. Who set that? Number 18, Taylor Thomas. Nice. Want a little bit of a run here with Taylor. Nice serve. See the difference, though? When you can get the ball inbound?
Yes.
Makes a big difference. That's game for Southfield.
Southfield got a little solid at the end. So in the next game, we'll see what happens. And we will be right back.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
And we're back with game 2. We have number 3, Hayward, serving for the Pioneers.
That was a pretty good arm swing. It just didn't quite make it over. No approach on that, but pass got to be to the net so that you can get a decent set. So let's see. We're going to turn this whole game around. Here we go. Nice serve by number 2 for the Pioneers.
I think that was number 3.
Yep. Okay. It's a good back row attack by I for number 6 from Southfield. Nice set by Thomas.
I feel like the Southfield is really getting the balls high in the air.
Well, they're at least getting a set, even though the hitters are hitting the ball well below their head. They're getting sets now. So that's always a good thing. It gives us hitters an opportunity to attack. Good positioning. I mean, good touch on the ball, just bad, poor positioning.
Yeah, Blue Jays just lose a point there.
Is that number 2? Allen serving for Pioneers.
Yes, that's Savannah Allen. She's one of our key players serving.
And just create a side out for Southfield. Nice jump float serve. Nice.
Now, is that number 3, Jayla Stevens, serving for Southfield?
Yes, junior for Southfield. She's developed a lot since last year. That's a nice jump serve. Nice float.
That ball got a little away and behind for the Pioneers.
Setter's facing forward, trying to set sideways. You know, your body has to be positioned in the direction for the most part where you're trying to set. Nice serve again by Jayla. Nice set. We're starting to see a little bit more communication on Southfield's side. That was a good shove to middle back.
Yeah, it was. Just nobody was there for the Pioneers to pick up on that and get it back over the net.
Yeah.
So Jayla Stevens has got the Blue Jays on a little bit of a run here.
Consistency, I love it. We got the libero swing from the back row. Not bad. Body could have been positioned a little bit better, but that was a good swing from the back row to create a point for Southfield.
I feel like at the end of the first game, Southfield was definitely picking up their momentum, and right now I feel like Southfield has kind of gotten it together. They're warmed up, they're communicating a little bit better, and definitely picking up points to prove that.
And what's the key? Consistency. Good job, Jayla. It's not bad. Not bad. Pioneers are in for a little bit if she stays on a streak like this because she's putting the ball all over the place. Short, long, side to side.
Yeah.
Sir. Yeah.
Well, she's definitely keeping them running and confused and creating a nice little distance in points.
And as a coach, you definitely love to see the consistency in the kid. That's very good focus on her part. Nice technique.
There's some definite focus on her face.
Yeah. And Southfield lets that ball come across the net and land on the floor between 3 people. Breaking the serve and the concentration of Jayla. I know the coach want to really get off that bench on that one.
Now we have number 1, Bria Henderson, serving for the Pioneers. She is a key player.
Okay, and the libero came in for number 10.
A little bit of a
Jayla.
conversation there. I hope that, Southfield is ready and they're not rattled by what just happened between those three players.
Actually, that was a pretty good block, timing-wise, for the Pioneers. IFA attack number 6 from Southfield.
So,
nice pickup by the libero for Southfield, number 2.
she was moving. They can't quite get the point, and number 1, Bria Henderson, is still serving, but I definitely like the enthusiasm.
The hustle is good. Just a little bit long, out of bounds from the Pioneers. Southfield picking up a point. Libero going out after that nice dig.
I think we have number 9, Doggett, serving again.
Just served. Created a point for the Pioneers. Yeah, I think as a coach, I would have made that move too. I'd have pulled her out after that serve. That ball went under the net. Nice serve by the Pioneers.
That was number 7, Daisha Taylor. She's a key player.
That was number 3, Jayla, serve receiving for Southfield that just shanked that one ball.
Taylor serving again. Oh, number 18, Taylor Thomas. She didn't quite get that where she wanted it, and as a result, Blue Jays couldn't pick up that point.
Nice pass. Bump set by Taylor. They're giving Pioneers an opportunity to get back in the game. It's a new ball game now. Nice serve by the Pioneers. Pass by Jayla. Swing by IFA. Coach is subbing her out after that. Who's that coming? That's 15. Williams coming in for Butler, number 6.
So Pioneers break the tie. It's 10-9. We still have Daisha Taylor serving.
That was a free ball over the net. That was a nice save, actually. It was tight.
Number 8, Michaela Barr, couldn't quite get that ball over the net for the Blue Jays.
Just a little bit of consistency with the serving. Southfield. Yeah.
Looked like another, I think you referred to that as a side out.
Mm-hmm. Well, point, because she's still serving. So, yeah.
Okay.
That was a nice set. And she actually finds a court. Gets that ball left back. Southfield actually has some pretty decent hitters. They're just not getting themselves in position to hit the ball. The sets are pretty consistent.
So number 18, Taylor Thomas to serve.
That ball just trickles over. You got 15 for the Pioneers ducking. Yeah, Taylor just made that face like, oh boy, that one scared me. And she's one of their better servers, actually.
Yeah, and in the first game, we did see some nice serves from her. And I think she's aware that wasn't what she wanted.
Mm-hmm. Pioneers were able to get a 3-man touch on that, but that ball was just outside on the Southfield side.
The two teams are keeping it close. It's a tie game at 12 each.
Looks like she was just a little bit too far inside. Yep, a little bit too far inside.
Number 9, Madison, serving for the Pioneers.
And just a little bit short, creating a side out for Southfield.
So now for Southfield, we'll have number 15, Miriam Williams, serving.
Nice serve. Ball's tight at the net. Good block. Shoved back over by the Pioneers. Southfield runs it down. And middle stays on the net to block. Recover. Good set. And was there a touch? No, there was not a touch from Pioneers. So that ball was just out. Actually, that was a good little rally. I saw some better positive things in that play.
Mm-hmm. And we have number 15 serving for the Pioneers.
That's why it's important for you to jump when the ball's tight on the net. It's almost kind of like an intimidation factor. So the ball's tight, don't stay down, get off that ground. Nice serve by the Pioneers. Back row attack by 15. And Pioneers couldn't quite pick that up. Actually, I recognize the coach. So some of these girls do play club for the Pioneers. I know Southfield has some girls that play club for Skills Finest. You got Ifa Butler, number 6. And then you have Taylor Thomas, who played also for Skills Finest. I tell you, playing club ball is key for a lot of these girls. Because playing high school by itself doesn't cut it these days.
It just to refine your skills and that constant reinforcement of your game.
More touches. Okay, look like we got a little rally here. Setters in the back row. Good swing by Southfield. Good pickup. They're sending the free ball back over.
Ooh, Pioneers got that over, and number 2, Taylor Eccles, was just not ready to respond.
And as the libero, it's you and the ball if nobody else.
Pioneers to serve. I think that's number 8 again, Kayla Millender.
What's that again? I'm going to shed a little light on something. In a game situation, for the most part, liberos should not be attacking the ball. They're for defense. Coaches call a timeout, so let's see if they can regroup.
All right. Interested in your Southfield community? Check out your city council meetings every other Monday at 7 p.m. immediately following your game of the week. Also check out our other YouTube channel, Southfield Multimedia Services. You can check out shows such as the Cable 15 News, Business Matters, or The Author's Den. And we're back from that timeout. I hope the teams have had a few minutes to regroup and get their plans ready. We have the Pioneers serving.
And just outside, creating a point side out for Southfield. Taylor Thomas is subbing out, and number 5 is subbing in, Jessica Kane for Southfield.
Ooh, serve a little long there.
Creating a point inside out for the Pioneers with number 2 back to serve.
Savannah Allen.
Yes.
As a key player, I expect to see something more from the line from her. So I'm curious to see how this goes. Hopefully she can create a little bit of a run for her team.
Well, she just served a bullet across the net, and Southfield anticipated it incorrectly. So she had to kind of raise up to play that ball. If she could control that, she'd have a really good swing. She's a lefty, too. Strong.
Number 3, Jayla Stevens to serve for the Blue Jays. Just into the net. I was kind of excited based on that last run that she did to see what she was going to follow up with and maybe, you know, get the Blue Jays back up there with the Pioneers, maybe tie the game, but maybe next time. Number 1, Bria Henderson serving for the Pioneers. The libero, number 2, Taylor Eccles, just couldn't get to that ball in time and kind of knocked it out. And we're taking another timeout. Hopefully these teams can figure out their last bit and finish out this game. Follow Cable 15 Sports on Twitter to find out when the next game will be covered, the time the game will air, scores, and highlights. And since you're already on Twitter, check out Cable 15's Instagram page to see photos of the game. For Twitter and Instagram at Cable15Sports. And we're back from that timeout.
Okay, here we go.
Pioneers serving, number 1, Bria Henderson.
And Southfield helped that one out because it definitely was going out.
I think Miriam Williams realized at the last minute that she shouldn't have touched that because you could see she tried to snatch her hands back but just couldn't get them down in time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Pioneers are creeping up.
Number 5, Jessica Kane. I'm not sure if it was a positioning or she just wasn't aware of where the ball was at that second, but knocks it quite the wrong way.
Consistency with the serve. Bumps out by the setter for Southfield. Nice. It looked like it was going to be in, but it just turned out of bounds slightly.
Oh, this is game point here for the Pioneers. With Bria Henderson still serving, looking pretty confident.
We got the libero swinging again from the back row, and Pioneers take that game 1-1.
Game 2, Pioneers 25, Southfield Bluejays 15. Stay tuned. We'll be back with game 3 of the Southfield Bluejays versus the DEPSA Pioneers.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
And we're back with game 3, each team with 1 win. Southfield Bluejays to serve. I think we have Kayla Beatty.
That was a pretty decent serve. Pioneers return it. Ifa picks it up. And we had no block on Southfield side, so Pioneers score. Side out, point for Pioneers. So number 1 for Pioneers, just block with no block from Southfield.
Number 3, Tatiana Hayward serving for the Pioneers.
Southfield starting off a little shaky. Serve, receive.
Ooh, that ball barely made it over the net.
Yes. Way to be alert for that short ball coming over.
Oh. Number 5, Jessica Kane just knocked that ball right out and away.
That's a good pickup by Pioneers, but number 16 was not ready.
Oh. And Hayward's last serve there just a little bit short.
And we got Southfield serving. That's Jayla serving for Southfield.
also number 3.
Nice pickup. Nice set. Okay, let's get out of this tipping game. Nice pickup.
And number 16, Kayla Beatty, to knock that over.
Okay, a little rally going on right now. Ifa Butler out to attack. Not bad. Net violation on the Pioneers. It's a pretty good swing by number 6, Ifa Butler for Southfield. I think that's the first time I actually seen her kind of back off that 10-foot line and get an approach. She actually has a very good arm swing and she's strong.
So number 3, Jayla Stevens serving.
Looked like that ball was actually going out and the Pioneers helped it.
Number
2
Savannah Allen.
set that ball right back into the net. Okay, looks like Jayla's on a little roll here with her jump serve. Nice serve.
Try by the the Blue Jays there just to let that one go out on its own.
I like the way the libero followed to the line, though. That's good. Nice serve. Pick up by the libero. Set outside to Ifa Butler. Nice swing again.
Ifa ready to knock that over, and number 3 for the Pioneers just not ready to respond.
Yeah, that touch should have been an overhand touch with her head. She tried to pass that. But again, Jayla is on a roll for Southfield. It's a nice little jump serve she has there. And that was out.
I feel like when Jayla Stevens walks up to that line and she starts dribbling that ball, everybody knows this is serious. Let's get this going, because she's got a nice run going.
Consistent, yes. Oh, the referee said the ball was out of bounds, so that's a point for Southfield. So when the Pioneers touched it, they made an error. Nice serve. Pioneers sent that first ball back over. Set by 16. Attacked by Southfield. Nice pickup. Set. Nice try. Jayla tried to run that down. She's just a little bit too short.
And that was number 1, Bria Henderson, getting that ball over and getting the point for the Pioneers. So now we have number 2, Savannah Allen, serving.
Nice serve, nice and strong. Pass by. Was that Jayla? Yeah, pass by Jayla for Southfield. And number 5 passes it into the net, creating a side out and point. Well, not a side out, just a point for Pioneers.
Number 2, Bria Allen again for the Pioneers. Doesn't quite make that one over. Blue Jays pick up a point.
Was that Alexis? Oh no, that's Krista subbing in for Southfield. And then this is number 8 subbing in for Southfield.
So we have number 8, Michaela Barr, serving for Southfield.
And just a little bit short, creating a side on and point for the Pioneers.
She is one of the juniors for Southfield.
You have number 15 subbing in for Pioneers. Nice jump set by the Pioneers. And that was a pickup.
I like that the Blue Jays are actually calling, I got it, because I can hear this happening, so the communication is getting better.
That was a good pickup by the Pioneers.
Ooh.
Actually a good swing.
Number 13, Corinne Johnson, though, was ready.
Yeah, she was. And we got Taylor back to serve for Southfield. Nice pass by the Pioneers. Tried to do a short dump over. Southfield picked it up. Middle attack for Southfield. Net violation on Pioneers. Point Southfield.
So we're back to having Taylor Thomas serve. I think she knew right as that ball left her hands that wasn't going to make it the way she wanted to across the net.
Right.
Number 7, Deja Taylor serving for the Pioneers.
And serve just outside of the court, creating a slide out and point for Southfield with Ifa Butler, number 6, back to serve.
She gets really far back there to serve.
She has a jump serve. That's a pretty nice jump serve. Nice power. Got the Pioneers running that down. They return it over the net, but it's out of bounds. Point Southfield.
Yeah,
That's a nice jump serve by Ifa Butler. Nice serve again. Oh, she got a nice little jump serve. Ifa's 10th grade. That's not bad. Not bad.
That ball just got away from the Pioneers, and they tried to chase it down, but couldn't quite get there in time.
Okay, Blue Jays with a little bit of a lead. Let's see if they can hang on to it. Nice jump serve again, Ifa.
Number 15 for the Pioneers was trying to get there in time, but that serve was moving.
Yeah. Top spin serves are kind of hard to pass if you don't move your feet. Another jump serve by Ifa. The Pioneers send that ball right back over. And the setter passes it over. Pioneers pick it up. Tried to recover after a pass into the net, but couldn't quite get there, creating another point for Southfield. I was waiting to see Coach call timeout to see if they could break Ifa's concentration.
Well, she was going on a nice little run there, but timeout. You can now watch Cable 15 anywhere you have internet access. Just go to the City of Southfield's website, click on Cable 15, and hit the Cable 15 Live tab. Watch Cable 15 live on your mobile device, tablet, or computer. And we're back from that timeout. I want to see if Ifa still got her concentration and see how the Blue Jays go, because they are building a little bit of a distance in their lead right now.
Very good. She got the ball inbounds, and Pioneers were able to keep that ball in play. Southfield still playing. Setter 18. Swing by Kayla outside, and Pioneers couldn't quite keep control of that ball.
Yeah, Jayla had a nice swing on that.
That's a good overhand touch, though, by the Pioneers.
So that timeout didn't seem to break the concentration until just now.
A little bit outside. Not bad, though. Good run. Not bad. You got number 3 back to serve for the Pioneers, Ms. Hayward.
I'm sorry, I think that's number 9.
Number 9.
That's Madison. And then number 3,
Just up there.
Hayward is coming in.
My error. Free ball over the net by Southfield.
Oh, hit off the back of number 7, Deja Taylor.
Wow. I don't think I ever seen that play before.
We have number 2, Libera Taylor Eccles, serving for the Blue Jays.
Free ball going over the net by Pioneers. Southfield picks it up. And there's a free ball all the way around. Just dropped short. It was a good spot by Thomas from Southfield. With Kayla Beatty going back to serve.
A little bit of
Oh, wait a minute. There was a
confusion
little
there.
confusion. Yeah, the libero's still serving. She did serve that last ball.
Yep, Taylor Eccles to serve.
That was a pretty good pass by the Pioneers. They send the free ball over. Southfield struggles a little bit with the free ball.
Oh,
And Pioneers answer back with a block
yes.
while Kayla is swinging. Or
Number
Jayla.
15 and number 2 were right there.
Nice block by the Pioneers.
Number 15, Pioneers to serve. And Jayla Stevens to get that back over for the Blue Jays. And the Pioneers
Just outside.
just knocked that outside the line. Blue Jays back to serve. We have number 16, Kayla Beatty, serving.
Served into the net, creating a side out and point for the Pioneers. Now we have number 3 back to serve, Miss Hayward, lefty. Oh, take that back. That's the wrong girl. She just knocked the lefty. But she's just as strong, though. That's why I got it confused. They both have that strong arm swing.
Well, number 3, Jayla Stevens to serve. And at 10:20, with Blue Jays leading,
She might be able to finish this.
she may.
Nice hustle, but just not quite good enough. When she gets on a run, though, she gets on a really good run. That's actually a very good serve.
Well, let's see if she can finish this out strong for the Blue Jays.
She served to the same girl. Let's see. Number 4 for the Pioneers. Let's see if Jayla goes back to her. No. The ball's over. First ball. Second ball attacked by Southfield. Number 5. Jessica sends that ball over and creates a point for Southfield. Nice. Oh. Ball goes over. Nice pickup by the libero. Set outside. Eiffel sends a free ball over.
That's
Pioneers.
number 7.
That was number 6 for Southfield. Yeah. Number 2 is going back to serve for the Pioneers, Miss Allen.
Well, the Pioneers aren't giving up easy. They said, let me keep this game alive.
Right. That's the lefty. They have that same arm swing. One's on the right, one's on the left. But their technique looks similar. Nice power serve by Haywood. Southfield answers back with a good pass. Let's see if they can keep that ball in play. Not quite. Outside hitter Ifa couldn't make that transition to get that ball over the net. Coach is subbing her out for number 15 for Southfield.
Miriam Williams coming in.
Yes. Sophomore for sophomore. Another power serve by Haywood.
And Southfield does get that ball back over the net.
Let's see if we can get an attack. Very good.
And Jessica Kane knocking that right to the floor for Southfield and picking up a point.
She tagged the line. Yes, that ball was in. It was in. Good call by the referee.
So, game point for Southfield here. And the Pioneers have another chance to win the game.
Nice serve by the Pioneers. Point scores.
Well, Blue Jays take game 3,
2-1, Southfield.
and we will be right back after this.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
And welcome back. We're at game 4 with the Pioneers serving. We have number 3, Miss Tatiana Hayward serving.
And the barrel picks it up, sets outside behind her. Attack.
Number 3, Jayla Stevens, I think she just hit that a little harder than she wanted to and knocked that out.
I was looking to see a touch off the block, but there was not. Point Pioneers. Almost like instant replay. Setters, defensive pass the ball just a little bit tight. You got number 1 ready to devour the ball, and she does for the Pioneers. Number 1,
That key player, Bria Henderson, was ready.
Just short outside for the Pioneers, creating a side out and point for Southfield with number 18, Taylor Thomas. Back
I think
to
we have
serve.
number 16.
Is that 16?
That's
my
16.
vision.
Kayla Beatty serving.
My problem.
Those numbers are a little difficult to see. I think I've made that mistake earlier as we were speaking. I said 16 or 18, and it was the other.
Thanks for covering me. I appreciate that. Let me scope a little harder. Short serve by Southfield. It started off looking like it was going to be a good serve, but just tagged by the net, creating a point and side out for Pioneers.
So number 2, Savannah Allen serving for the Pioneers.
It's a nice serve. Something about this kid, though, from Pioneer I really like. I like her body mechanics, and she's super strong. Lefties always impress me, though.
Well,
Nice, strong serve. Pass by the libero for Southfield. And an attack by number 5.
Number 1 and number 9 for the Pioneers. Little miscommunication there. I'm not sure who was actually supposed to get the ball.
It looked like they both were going for it, but you're right. Poor communication creates that kind of havoc.
Number 3, Jayla Stevens. She's up to serve, and we definitely have seen that she can command a game with her serve.
If she can stay consistent, she actually can create quite a few points for Southfield.
And number 2, Savannah Allen, just missing that serve from Jayla Stevens. Game is tied at 4.
And let's see if this concentration can stay intact. Yes, nice serve, nice short serve. Pick up by Pioneers. Ball was tight. Ifa gets it over with the tip. Libero picks it up. Setter sets again. Thomas to number 5. Nice one-hand dig. Picked up by Southfield. And recovered by Southfield. Not quite sure what that was.
Bria Henderson couldn't quite get there, and I think she might have been running into her own players.
I think she kind of just misjudged how many touches there were, maybe. Nice serve again by Jayla Thomas.
Number 3, Tatiana Hayward. It looked almost like she was in slow motion trying to move up to that ball. I don't know if she misjudged that or...
Sort of looked that way. Nice attack. Nice cover by the libero. Nice pickup. Nice pickup. See, that kind of energy gets the team going. And a slide pickup.
Those surprising plays have a way of giving your team an energy boost.
After a play like that, you really, really want to focus on getting that serve over the net. But here we have Pioneers serving number 1, Miss Henderson. Nice serve, pass by the libero for Southfield, ran down by the setter. Back row attack again by the libero. Those balls that she's running down for Pioneers, if she would put 2 hands on those balls, it would make a big difference. She's athletic, she's moving to the ball quite well, but she just sticks that one hand out. 2 would make a big difference.
I think we have number 13, Corinne Johnson, coming in. Oh.
That was a good call on the coach's part.
And we have number 9, Mecca Daggett, going out.
That always hurts when you sub one player out for another to serve, and the one that you serve in serves the ball into the net. The coach kind of cringes. Nice short serve by Pioneers. That was a double. I think the referees missed that one. But Pioneers get the call anyway.
So number 7, Deja Taylor to serve.
And just didn't quite make it. Point side out for Southfield. With number 18 subbing back in for number 5, Miss Taylor to serve.
Now we have seen some good serves by Taylor Thomas.
Just when we're giving her the benefit of that doubt, she puts that ball into the net. She's a very good server. I'm not sure where her concentration is in this particular match.
So number 9, Madison, serving for the Pioneers.
And that attack went outside. Oh, wait a minute. That looked a little close. She called that in?
I'm not exactly sure there. I missed
Yeah,
the
must
point.
have, because Southfield has the ball. So it's point. Ifa Butler back to serve. Jump server. Nice and strong. It was a rundown on Pioneers' part, but they couldn't quite make the play.
Yeah, Bria was hustling to get there, but couldn't quite get the right handle on it to get it back for her team.
Yeah. Ifa serving again for Southfield. Just caught that one under the ball. And that one kind of took off, creating a point inside out for the Pioneers.
So Pioneers number 15 serving.
And serves. That was a pretty good pass by Southfield. Good set. Taylor tried to power tip. They send the free ball back over. Picked up. Attack out of the middle. Pioneers pick it up. Set. Tip by the Pioneers. Nice pickup. Nice set. And attack outside by Jayla. Just outside.
And here we can see that ball is just outside, although she was going for it.
Yes.
Number 15 to serve again for the Pioneers, right into the net. So Blue Jays pick up a point there. It looks like you have the libero coming in for the Pioneers. And we have number 8, Michaela Barr, stepping out for the Blue Jays.
I'm watching both sides serve, and their tosses aren't high enough. And when they are high enough, they allow the ball to drop too low and hit it right at the forehead. Therefore, it's going into the net consistently.
So both the Blue Jays and the Pioneers are handing points back and forth right now. The serves just aren't there, but right now We have Jessica Kane coming back in, and we have Kayla Beatty serving for the Blue Jays.
Nice attack. Nice pickup. The barrel is all over the floor for Southfield. Nice rundown.
Hustle.
Nice.
Oh, good hustle.
Tight. The ball's tight. Southfield just couldn't keep a handle on it. It's like defense is back there lunging. Let me see who that is for Southfield. Nice pickup by the setter. I mean, Pioneers are just all over that net. For that play, they weren't letting anything come back over the net.
Absolutely.
Nice serve by the Pioneers. Southfield picks it up. Nice swing by Jayla for Southfield, creating a point.
Oh, these girls are keeping these games close.
That's for sure.
So we'll see Jayla Stevens serving again.
Nice serve. Tight to the net. Eiffel picks it up for Southfield. Set by Thomas. Attacked by Butler. Over the net.
Oh, and the Pioneers just couldn't quite get it back over the net. So the Blue Jays again are serving.
Actually, I think if that ball would have came over the net, the referees would have called it because that was the lift. Nice serve, Jayla. Same spot. Pioneers send it back over. Southfield gets a set on it. Nice rundown. Free ball back over the net by Southfield. Setter sets number 2 for Pioneers. Number 9 just couldn't quite stay focused to get that ball over the net. Madison. No transition, though. That's a big part. That's key. Getting off the net to get an approach. Nice serve by Jayla. Pick up by Allen.
And number 1, Bria Henderson, that got a little wild in that one hand for her.
Mm-hmm.
So Jayla on a good run here. See if she can keep this up.
Pioneers send that first ball back over the net. Attack back row by Jayla. And she scores from the back row. On the back row attack, you teach the girls a 3-man defense technique. That means 3 girls across the back row. Neither team is doing that.
Well, a quick timeout for the teams. I'm sure the Pioneers want to regroup so they can get some points going, and Blue Jays want to keep going on what they have. Follow Cable 15 Sports on Twitter to find out when the next game will be covered, the time the game will air, scores, and highlights at Cable 15 Sports. Hashtag Cable 15 Sports. And while you're on social media, check out our Instagram page at Cable15 Sports. And we're back from that timeout. We've got Jayla Stevens still serving.
Nice serve after timeout. Set by the setter. Attacked by middle for Southfield. And Pioneers couldn't quite keep a handle on that touch. Jayla's on the run.
She's, those serves are solid.
Yeah, they are.
And as long as your team is backing you up on the other side of that serve, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Pioneers are kind of struggling, though, with communication and keeping that ball off the ground. Send a free ball over, set, and the free ball back over by Southfield. Let's see if we can get a handle on this. Set. Not quite. There was a touch. Yep. Touch by Alpha Butler. Yep. Creating a side out and a point for Pioneers.
So number 1, Bria Henderson serving for the Pioneers. Into the net, and Blue Jays pick up a point.
Libero's going out.
And checking in, we have number 8, Michaela Barr.
Let's see if she can get this ball over the net. Remember I was saying how she came in last time and served. Good.
Yes.
You always want to get a kid off the bench and they get that ball inbound. Okay, here we go. Nice set to the middle. Couldn't quite get a transition off to the net.
Right, that's Corinne Johnson had her hands on that last.
Yeah.
So the Pioneers are back to serve. We have number 7, Deja Taylor.
And you got number 2 checking in, Miss Allen for the Pioneers. Nice serve. And free ball back over the net by Ifa. I like to see her hitting a lot more of those broken plays, though, for Southfield. See, the free balls, get in position to hit those balls. Set by the Pioneers and the tack. Nice pickup by Southfield. Free ball.
Oh, Taylor
free
Stevens hit
ball.
that into the net a little bit.
Yeah.
So again, number 7, Deja Taylor serving for the Pioneers.
But what I do like, though, the girls aren't giving up. They're still playing hard for every point.
Absolutely. You know, you don't ever want to see a team give up until the game is truly over. So, like
Right.
you said, you like to see it, and it definitely makes for a more interesting game when they're doing just still playing.
Right. Nice bump set. Attacked by Butler, Ifa for Southfield. Free ball sent over by the Pioneers.
Yeah, number 2 did get that back over. And number 5, Jessica Kane got her hands on that for the Blue Jays, but not enough to get them a point.
Coach is calling a timeout before the Pioneers creep up.
Are you interested in your Southfield community? Well, check out your city council meetings every other Monday at 7 p.m. immediately following your game of the week. And we're back from that timeout. Pioneers have the ball in their hands. Let's see if they can pick up a couple more points and maybe tie up this game and take the lead. And that serve went right into the net. So the Blue Jays have the ball back in their hands. Number 18.
Taylor going back to serve for Southfield.
And as we've seen before in this game, she does have a pretty strong serve.
Nice serve. Pioneers just seem to struggle. Yep. Free ball over the net, but out of bounds. They're struggling on that side of the net, though, with communicating. Pioneers kind of close the gap, but if Taylor stays consistent, I don't know. Nice pickup by Southfield, number 5.
And we have number 9. That's Madison getting that ball back over for the Pioneers 2 times.
Pioneers seem like they're being caught off guard. Tip by Kareem for Southfield.
Number 8, Michaela Barr couldn't quite get the right handle on that one, and that ball got the best first, so Pioneers pick up a point. Number 9, Madison serving for the Pioneers.
They closed the gap, though. Got Ife outside to attack.
Right, so Pioneers said, we're coming back for you. This game is not over yet. That was number 2, Savannah Allen, with that tip over the net, the left hand.
Pioneers back to serve. Number 9. Nice swing by Southfield. That's a pickup. Free ball sent back over. Let's see if we can get a bump set hit. Taylor sets back roll to Jayla. Jayla sends it over. Nice pickup by Pioneers. Free ball. Good pickup. Ifa for Southfield. Nice set. It's that communication thing as to who's getting what ball. But that created a point for Southfield.
Yes, and you have Ifa Butler serving for the Blue Jays.
And she has that powerful jump serve.
Okay,
Nice
it's
serve.
game point for Southfield. And taking a quick timeout to see if the Pioneers can rally something together and not let this be the last play of the game. So we've seen some good runs and some bad runs, and I'm hoping that the Pioneers have got their communication right now, because if they don't, this is the end of the game for them. And for the Blue Jays, I know that they're hoping that
They can finish it right here.
yes, with this serve by Ifa.
As a sophomore, this is really challenging. Let's see. The pressure's on. It's game point. Can she finish it?
Oh, and she hits that one long. So the Pioneers are still in this.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure, though. It's game point. You're a sophomore, you know. But at this point, you should kind of be able to get that ball over the net. But it's a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. So that was number 15 for the Pioneers. She knocked that one over. Oh,
Oh, the Pioneers are creeping back.
yes, they are.
Yep, there was no touch on that. That went long. We got the Pioneers still serving number 15. Let's see. Nice serve. Nice pass by Southfield. Nice set. Got Corrine up. She tipped it over. And they're sending free balls back over the net, back and forth. That looked like a net touch on Southfield's side, but the referees missed that one. Nice attack by Jayla.
And she's ready even when it comes back. Oh,
Nice swing by Jay. Nice pickup by number 3, Jayla.
and a soft tap over there. Oh,
And that ball was just out, but way to run it down. Way to run it
Yes.
down.
So the Blue Jays pick up their third game. Blue Jays 25, Pioneers 21.
Southfield winning the match.
So Blue Jays coming out in this, winning 3 games out of 4. And we have a final score with DEPSA and Southfield 20-25, 25-16, 14-25, and 21-25. Southfield wins 3-1. Thank you for watching the Game of the Week.
This is Coach Love and
Miko Ford signing off. On behalf of the Southfield Multimedia Services, home of Cable 15, we thank you for watching the Game of the Week.